Welcome to my father's show, ColdLaser.tv. Woo!
Hi, welcome to this special episode of ColdLaser.tv. My name is Dr. Todd Austin, and I'm coming to you today from Austin Family Chiropractic in Verdun, Illinois. The subject that I'd like to discuss today on the show is the use of the optional probe set for the SideKickLASER. So first of all, when you get your SideKickLASER, you'll notice that it has a probe cover on it. This probe cover is made out of plastic and it comes off. And so it's really just a little plastic probe cover, that's all. So for example, if we were going to treat, let's say we needed to treat a bone like this, we would have that off. We'd be right on the bone like that when we're treating with our laser. But if we were in a, let's say some kind of a depression, well, something like this, that cover would make more sense to be on there. So make good contact with the skin and actually apply a little bit of pressure. But we wouldn't want to apply any more pressure on something like that. Okay, so that's kind of why we would have or not have the probe cover that comes on it. But like I said, it's just plastic, so we're going to take that off. There is an optional probe cover set, and this runs a little over $300. It has one that is same shape as the one I just showed you that comes with the Sidekick, but this is actually a glass one. So it's going to go on there the same way. It's just a little better refractory use of your laser light photons with the glass versus the plastic, and it's a little more sturdy. So that's what we would use there, and I already told you why. Now this is a probe in the probe set. This is for auriculotherapy. So if we're going to do auriculotherapy work, you know, in someone's ears with the auriculotherapy points for quit smoking or some other reason, pain relief, we would use this. And let me go ahead and turn the laser on here. Okay, so we got the laser on, and so you can see with the auriculotherapy probe, you'll point in my ear and you can see, I can feel that a little. It's not real uncomfortable, although it does come to a point. Okay, so that's how the auriculotherapy probe would work. And then we have another one. This is more for our body acupuncture points. This probe, you can see it's longer than the auriculotherapy probe was. Okay, and so it's more for our body acupuncture points. So you got large intestine 4 here, we would use that. Then we have the last probe in the probe set. The optional probe set is actually my favorite one, and I use this one for a lot of the acupuncture work that I do. It's a rounded, longer version of it, so that's why we do that. That's how I do that. It's less painful, whereas with the acupuncture probe that I just showed you, some of the patients will complain that it hurts, and this one doesn't have that. Now the other thing is, if we're going to do sinus points, well, if we're going to work sinus, we need to put on our special glasses here. But if I'm going to do sinus points, this probe works best for that. It's working best for our sinus points, like so. This probe is also best if we're going to be working in the ear or in the mouth. So for example, if a young patient comes in and has otitis media, ear infection, what I do is I'll stick that in a little Ziploc baggie, and then we'll stick it right in the ear canal. So we're lasering that way, and that way we don't have to do a bunch of sanitizing our probe, it'll go right through the little plastic baggie. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we do the probe sets, why someone would buy an optional probe set for their Sidekick laser. One other use, also, if we wanted to use it intraorally, we could use this probe as well for intraoral work. Let's say I was getting ready to go to the dentist to have some work done. I had a gum issue. You definitely, out to this laser doing that sort of thing. So, once again, wouldn't have to worry about the sanitation issue. We're just going to take and throw our baggie away when we're done. So that is an introduction to the optional probe set for this laser device. So thank you for watching, and I hope this information was of use to you, and I hope you'll join me on future episodes of ColdLaser.tv. Thank you, and have a terrific day.